It's like the CIA is recording everything we talk. Say anyway, 328 recording the Power Week trip. So somebody wants to be admitted to the group here, and it's like Edgar's here, Dave's here, and a few other people. So this kind of a mixed group. It's a little bit of a lot of GU and a little bit of weak people. So let me mute the mics that are giving me trouble here. That would be a few of you. So, but anyway, what we're going to do is go through the Power Week schedule and try to make sense of it, and hopefully we'll do a good job of doing that. Let me see if I share the screen. It shows up. It looks like it does. So far, I'm right on track. So that's the wrong one. Whoops. That was the wrong wrong PowerPoint. So let me see if I can find the right PowerPoint in a minute. While we do that, Veronica, why don't you go around and make sure everybody's getting introduced here while I try to figure out what I'm doing.
All right, I guess we'll start with introductions. So let's start with Gerardo Munoz. If you want to introduce yourself.
Good evening, everyone.
How did you hear about Power Plus, and how did you hear about Power Week?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
How did you hear about Power Week?
Well, obviously, I've been around you guys for a while. When I say you guys, the Power team in terms of Power Plus. So my wife has been actively involved, and also my daughter has had the opportunity to be part of it. So I finally got freed up a little bit. So I'm, excited to be here and joining the group and assisting in any way that I can.
Awesome. All right, let's have Kimberly Maldonado. Is this your first time going to Power Week? It is, I think it is.
It is.
Also, Gerardo, where do you live? Like, you just live out in the desert somewhere, or where are you from?
Where am I from?
Where do you live?
I was originally born in Guanajuato, Mexico.
Okay, so we're taking you back.
So you're taking me back. Oh, I'm going to show you around, so
leave you there.
Yeah, I know my way back. I think my wife will bring me back, but
okay,
I think
We'll see.
all right, we'll see. Okay,
Gerardo,
when you introduce
hold on, can I say something? Can I say something? You wanted me to take the lead on introductions and you were taking over. Let me say something. Gerardo, Agua Viva has the best food, so you are going to be happy.
I've been down south. There's no doubt.
All right, take it away, Dan.
All right, so I actually got the right PowerPoint available, so that's exciting, right? Let me see if I can share my screen. We'll get around to introducing everybody, not to worry. And anyway, I have a little slideshow here so I could remember what we're supposed to talk about. And so if you notice, it's in Spanish because I'm very bilingual. And so this says, let's see, what does that say? Introduction. So let's see, Veronica, I forgot what I wrote there. Can you read that for me?
Okay, Dan, we're not on the same page here. There, introduction. Basically, you want everyone to introduce themselves.
Okay, and it says 45 minutes in there somewhere.
Yes, 45 minutes.
Okay, try to do a little better job on the translation. So let's talk about it. That's Hablemos de Ello. And so anyway, on the call here, the lead team or group or people is Veronica and Josh and Veronica and me. And then I have 5 or 6 drivers. And then I have what I call driver wings. Those are helper drivers. And then I have people that are helping with the construction. And then we have other stuff. So before we do get too far along, Beth couldn't make the meeting, but she's kind of bossy. And so she tries to give us something to do. And basically she wants you to turn in your paperwork, slackers. That's her words, not mine, because I'm a little more respectful of you guys. So she says, make sure you turn in your paperwork. And we need it because of insurance and for your safety. The safety part I made up, but the insurance part I didn't make up. So we're going to go over the schedule. And here we go. The dates are May 2nd, which is Tuesday. And by that, that's kind of like our drive day down to the orphanage, which is the first stop. And we get there Tuesday night. We do give you a light meal on the way down. And so we make it so you don't have to have dinner once we get down there. Now, when we get down there, everybody wants to go have tacos. And so you're kind of on your own for tacos. I just ask you to go with a staff person so we know it's a safe taco place. That's the only thing that we kind of worry about. But there'll be a lot of people flying in. There's a lot of people from Denver. I don't know if they're all on the call, but there's a lot of people from Denver. There's a couple people from Phoenix, and there's a person from Portland, and there's people from Colorado. So normally we try to time it to when the vans can pick you up. And most often we fly you into San Diego in the afternoon. We shoot to try to land or to be at the airport at about 2 o'clock. So, but anyway, we do Tuesday, we do full day Wednesday, Thursday at the orphanage. And then we go down to a ranch 18 miles east of Ensenada. And we were there for a couple of days. It's called Rancho Aqua Viva. And then on Sunday, we get up at 5 a.m. and come back and go over the border and all that good stuff. And so that's kind of the overall schedule. So I'm gonna do the second part of the schedule because Jason's on the call and a couple guys are that are going to help us at the ranch. And so that way they can do their part and they don't have to sit and be bored by me the rest of the time. So that's Aqua Viva. It's a sunset or a sunrise. I can't remember which one. It's one of the two. So, but is it sunrise? That's why I'm always confused. I don't know what time of the day it is most of the time. And those are the dorms that we're in. The seminary, there's all the way to the left. And that's where we train 40 to 50 students most of the time. And then the other 4 buildings are called quads. We fully fill 2 quads that are there in the middle. And then that's just a little part of the ranch. So Jason, Jason's a good looking one by the fence. Where'd you go? He's here. Oh, there he is. Oh, you zoomed in. You zoomed in for a close-up. That's good. So Jason is the director of the ranch, Aqua Viva. And Jason will kind of give us a little bit of an overview. Jason, I'll pull up the schedule thingy. So you can kind of talk about a little bit about what you want us to do when we're down there. So.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I want to thank everyone for coming on the trip. Power Week and GU have been a great help to Agua Viva for quite a few years. Agua Viva, we do camps. We have a campground. We do training, like Dan said. We have a seminary, and then we also do missions work or helping those in need here in Ensenada and in other areas. So we network with a lot of other nonprofit organizations or ministries in the city. And the 2 weeks that you're gonna, I'm sorry, the 2 days you're gonna be here, we're gonna do different projects here at the ranch. We have a big plumbing project. We're gonna build a wooden chicken coop. We're gonna install cabinets in a couple kitchens. We're gonna plant some trees, and we're almost done with our garden. So we're hoping we can do some work in the garden. So we have different projects that we're gonna serve. And a couple things that are different this year is that we also have some ministry trips, or so half-day trips. I don't know if they're going to be optional or if Dan's going to decide who goes and who stays. But on Friday, we're going to have a trip to feed the homeless, which is something we do on a weekly basis with our students. And then another team's going to go to a breakfast program for children, which is in a low-income neighborhood that we also partner with every week. And then Saturday morning, we have breakfast at El Roble, which is a nearby neighborhood. And then we also have a dental, Amy is going to do dental work here at the ranch to help some of our students. So there'll be more ministry activities, which won't be for everyone, but a few people will be able to go on each of those. So thank you for coming. I'm looking forward to it. We got a lot of projects, and we're getting ready for you guys to come. And it's going to be a great trip.
And Jason, maybe tell us a little bit about some of the projects that I think you can see on the screen here.
Okay, so letter A, there's replacement of a sewer line. We have a 4-inch line, and we're going to expand to a 6-1. So long trench, about 400 yards. We're going to switch out. We got some plumbers coming for that, and we're going to do a lot of work with the backhoe. B is our greenhouse, which is just a few yards from where I'm sitting. We're putting the roof on it, plastic transparent roof and walls, but we need to do the planters and then get the water installed and then start planting. C is a chicken coop, which we're going to build a wooden chicken coop for 50 chickens. So it's pretty big. I think it's 10 feet by 16 with a fence all around it, so the chickens can go out. That way we can have our own eggs and eat a little healthier and be more sustainable. D is we have a space that with this quad 5, one of the buildings that Dan showed us there, and the kitchen area is completely bare. So we have some cabinets that were donated, and we need to fit them into that area and install a sink. I believe Gerardo has been. I think Gerardo's going to be the leader on that one if things go as we talked about a couple days ago.
Gerardo's on the call also. Yeah. There's 2 Gerardos. The one I'm bringing, he stays till we finish.
There you go.
It'll be a week later.
Letter E is to install some lights in our chapel, which is called Casa de Júbilo. We want to purchase some lights for the stage area with a little mixer so that we can use it when we have camps there and some services, and also some lights in the patio area of that building. G is to plant some jacaranda trees. I think jacaranda is how you say it in English, which are the trees that turn purple in April and May. So we have a new road that goes around the ranch, which is also a fire break, and we want to plant 50 trees and put in an irrigation system for them. H is painting. We have a couple buildings that we need to paint. One of our generators is out, so we're hoping we can get Jaime or someone else who knows their way around generators who can help us figure out what's wrong with it. And H is also installing a kitchen for Miguel, who's one of our staff members here and a pastor in Ensenada.
Okay. Any questions? I have some names on there, like Gerardo, you're on there twice, but we'll give you lots of help, not to worry. And then Rachel, I don't know if Rachel's on the call. She's from Red Bluff. Actually, there's a group from Red Bluff coming also. And so I put some names on there, and a lot of times when we get there, it's kind of like herding cats a little bit. I have you in little cat groups, and then I let you go, and then you guys kind of mix it up, and then you go where you really want to go. And then if you don't get in trouble, you stay with that group. So, and what we try to do is make it so if you want to go into town to help in in one of the community health activities. Jason says ministry, but he forgets I have a mixed group here. You're welcome to do that. Most of the time we kind of let people decide what they want to do. And we try to make it so there's a good variety of stuff that people can do. So that's that. Any questions? Guys are a good group.
So we're sleeping where? Just on a sleeping bag on the floor?
Yeah, we haven't got to that part yet. We're not gonna sleep at all because my trips, we just work the whole time. So
Okay.
only Josh sleeps.
Only Josh. It's
Josh,
not the floor. It's
Josh is too young to sleep.
I'll
You
sleep
know,
with both of us. Trust me.
Joshua, tell us about how we sleep or what happens. How does that part work? We'll skip to that part real quick.
Oh, you want me to tell her?
I'm sorry, did you say something, Dan? I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, that would be normal. So we had a question from the floor, like, how do we sleep? What happens?
Where do we sleep? Okay, we have quads and at Agua Viva, and we have bunk beds. So they're very comfy, kind of spacious, but we want to make sure that you pack light. So we will send out a suggested packing list. So you guys can bring a sleeping bag, a pillow, just light. So we'll send that out so you guys have something to kind of check off. But yeah, you guys will have a great time.
And what about at the orphanage?
At the orphanage, same thing, bunk beds. You're gonna have to take your sleeping bag. So once we'll take our sleeping bags over to the orphanage. We'll be there 2 days. We pack up and we move everything over to Agua Viva. So it's gonna be, that's why it's better to pack light, because we have to carry all this in the vans.
Also, if you're flying in, a lot of times I try to help the fly-ins with sleeping bag, pillow, and a blanket. But we have a lot of people this year, so if you can bring your stuff with you, that will work better for me. But if you can't make it work, we'll put together some nice kits for you so you can sleep and be warm. It does get kind of cold there sometimes, or cool.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
One thing I
Yeah.
want to highlight is please try not to bring blow dryers, curling irons, all of that stuff. You know, we don't want, you know, we're on a backup generator, so we want to make sure we're thoughtful of the backup power. So if we can wear, you know, or not to worry about our hair and all of that, that will help everyone out.
We do get a good shot of electricity at Agua Viva though. We turn it on at 5. At the orphanage, it's a different story because it's all on solar. And so I have to bring generators so we can have coffee. Let's just put it that way. But that's what happens when you have solar all the time.
Any other
Jason,
questions, you guys?
do you have any questions for us?
No, I'll talk to you later, Dana. We had to scratch one of our projects because it was gonna cost too much, but I'm hoping we can add one more project if we have enough people. I know Dave was asking about kind of what the big project would be, but I'll talk about that. I'll send you an email about that.
Yeah, and Dave's on the call, by the way.
Yeah.
So my friend Dave is from Northern California, and he's gone down to Agua Viva for like 40 years, and he yells at me all the time because I don't get up at 4 a.m. and start building with him. But anyway, I still like him. Can you hear us, Dave? And I don't know if we can hear from Candace Ortiz. Welcome, Candace. We come back on Sunday. And She said, thank you. We get up at 5 a.m. or maybe it's 4 a.m. I can't remember. And then we get an early start so we can get back to the United States and, be all happy again. So the other thing is sometimes in the afternoon on Saturday, if we've all have behaved and all that, and we have time, we do some paintball. And usually we put Jason on one team and then the rest of us on the other team, and then we try to kill Jason. And we weren't successful last year. He's still here with us. So, but tell us about the paintball field a little bit, Jason. How does that, how do the kids like that down there?
So our campground, like next Monday we have a youth camp, and we have about 250 campers plus staff. And they have some games and stuff, but as much as we can, we try to make their experience here at Agua exciting and fun. It's not very common there aren't as many camps like this in Mexico. So we put in the paintball field a few years ago, and it's been a huge hit. We've had schools come or groups come just to use the paintball, even though they're not staying here. So we have 20 guns and we have some obstacles, or else we can play it out in nature, but it's pretty fun. There's a couple different games we can play, and just as a way to bring in people and let them have a good time once they're here.
And that was one of the projects we did a couple of years ago, maybe 4 years ago for Power Week. We kind of built it out and we funded all the equipment.
Yeah.
And then Veronica, there's another special group that at least we try to help them with some of our grants. Tell us a little bit about them.
Alas?
Yeah.
Alas, okay, yeah, we have Alas is it's a church, and they also help children with special needs. They're doing just an amazing outreach. They do a lot of camps. They have a church. They're working closely with families, with special needs. So amazing work that they're doing. And so we've been helping them out, or we've been trying to help them out every year that we can. So they will actually, I just look at the schedule. It looks like we are putting them on the schedule for Friday evening. They'll come out. They have handmade soaps that helps with some of the families with some income. So they'll be coming out Friday evening. So you guys have the opportunity to purchase some soaps, handmade soaps, and then also kind of talk to the families there.
Okay, Jason, thanks for filling us in. So I think you can see my
recording in progress.
You can see the power.
Yes.
See
Yes.
PowerPoint, right? Yeah, I'm a little. Okay, so I put Jason on first. That's the second stop, which is the Friday, Saturday. First stop is the orphanage, and it's called Rancho La Hermosa. And it's a orphanage that, Josh, tell us a little bit about the orphanage. I know I didn't give you a warning, but tell us a little bit about what you know about the orphanage.
So the orphanage, they find kids, anyone from all the way up to 18 years, right? They find these kids throughout different parts of Mexico, and these kids just have very tragic stories, whether they were abandoned out on the streets or they were in the system, and they were rescued by this orphanage. And this orphanage houses, I think they got up to 30 something kids last year when we were there. And they were building dorms to host another additional like 20 students. They're trying to have about 50 kids, I believe, but they just love on these kids. They're there full time. They make sure that they're getting educated. They make sure that the kids have. They built them a soccer playground, which is really cool. They feed the kids, educate the kids, and then they actually teach them trades as well, so they can make sure that they're providing them with an income and with a lifestyle that they can have after they leave the orphanage, and not just have to be abandoned back out to the streets. A lot of orphanages, when you turn 18, you just get thrown back out there. You have no training, you have no skill set, you have nothing to fall back on. So my personal favorite thing, what I love about this orphanage is that they prepare them for life after the orphanage and they set them up for success. We get to play with the kids sometimes too, play soccer with them. Last year we got to do s'mores with the kids. They're awesome. They have the biggest hearts. They're so grateful. They share every little thing that they have. So it's a really fun time to be at this orphanage.
I think the orphanage is at 40 and they just built another dorm. And so now it's at 60, or it's not quite at 60 yet, but it's a new building and we may have a few loose ends that we work on. And like Josh was saying, they really take a interest in the full life of these kids. In Mexico and almost everywhere, actually, it's like the foster system in the United States. When you're 18, you age out and you're no longer allowed to be legally in an orphanage. And it's the same with the foster system here in the United States. And so one of the exciting pieces that we at least get to hear about will be the new facility that Dave, who you guys will meet, is building in the beach, in the it's not really a beach town, but in the towns by the ocean. But he's building this really big facility to handle 12 guys and 12 girls. And it's designed because Dave's been doing this. He's got a newer orphanage, but he's been tracking his orphans and preparing and thinking ahead. And so he's thinking of ahead because some of them are now hitting 18. And what really amazes me and really kind of warms my heart about what Dave does is he's thinking far beyond just today. He's thinking about them in 5 years. So he's building this facility. We'll get to see a little bit of maybe the groundbreaking. We might get to do a little bit of cement work there, but we're gonna go down there and hear the story and Dave's story of the facility and kind of the plans and you know where he's at with it. It's a facility that he's raising $300,000 for, and that's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, especially in Mexico. And but I think he's there 2/3 of the way there at 200,000 or something like that. So he's able to get started with construction and getting going with it. He's getting plans approved by the city in the next 2 or 3 weeks and getting permits and all that. So he's doing it correctly, so he won't have trouble there from the city or any of the government agencies. So I kind of call it the dream because of what he's doing. So, and that'll allow him to funnel through all those orphans to this house if they need it when they're 19 years old. And you know, these days, you know, especially orphans and foster kids really just need that little extra all the time, maybe. So we're excited about that. Some of the projects were on the orphanage site. If you haven't been there, by the way, there's a lion next door that some of us have seen. Sometimes Mexico is a little bit different, but anyway, it's a good sized lion. But we'll be on the facility and we'll give you a lion tour if you really want to go take a look. But there's a 3-bathroom facility that Dave wants us to build up by where the fire pit is. The fire pit's where we do the s'mores, and we'll hang out with the kids probably on Wednesday night. And so the foundation will be in, and we'll just have to frame and do as much of the plumbing as we can. And we've raised $10,000 for the orphanage projects, and so we use some of that money to build that little building. We'll visit the dream house. We'll do crafts with kids. We'll do some small projects. We also will. I didn't put it on here because I forgot. We're gonna do. Last year we did Josh, did you go out? You went last year to do some of the sharing of food, right?
Yeah, me and Veronica did.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about that. We might do 2 groups do that. Tell us a little bit of how that worked.
So like they are very connected to the community down there. So they have a lot of families that need help, whether it's with a little bit of groceries or just some extra love or anything like that. We went to their version of Costco, basically. Got a huge order of just groceries, cleaning supplies, housing supplies, toiletries, all the essentials that these families would need. And then we went around personally delivering all of these supplies to each house one by one. We spent time with them, I would say like an average of 30 minutes at each house, just talking to them, hearing their story. Veronica connected with someone got very close to this one lady. We were there for about an hour just hearing her story. So that was really fun. For those of you who do want to do something ministry wise, that would be the one that you want to do. We were able to pray for a lot of families and help them out. So that was a good time if you want to do something along those lines.
And the thing I appreciate about Dave is when we do these projects, he always wants to make sure we do something for the community, and he's just very generous that way. You know, he's happy to do as much as the group wants to do, really, with the community. So anyway, that'll be a lot of fun. It's a beautiful facility. When I become an orphan, I'm going to become an orphan at this orphanage because it has a great ocean view. So you'll see. Something new this trip is we're going to have a dental clinic. Amy's not on the call. Her boss got sick, so she had to do a fill-in for a dinner. But this will be, Amy's gone with us, and her son's coming also. She's gone with us probably 3 or 4 times on the Power Week. And so she's just learned a little, she's become more generous, let's put it that way, which is the point of what we're doing. And so she sells dental products to dentists. And so she's been recruiting dentists to give her products, to give her stuff to do kind of a dental thing. It'll be more like cleaning and things like that. There'll be 2 assistants with her. And our goal is to do all the kids, give them a good checkup, give them a good cleaning the 2 days that we're there. So that's kind of new. And I'm really excited for Amy and really GU in general, because it's just really great when people start really opening up in what they do. So we'll do all 4 days. Amy will do some dental work. And Jason, when I talked to him a little bit about dental work, I didn't have any idea, you know, if it would be good or bad when I talked to him last year. And I just asked him about it. He said, what he said was the groups down there and the people down there need much more help with dental work than they do just general medical. With medical, apparently there's so much prescription drugs available, and there's been so much help that way, but there's very little help on the dental side. And Jason, are you still on the call? You may have gone. So anyway, he just had a group from Westmont College down at the ranch, and I think they worked at a facility, and they had a lineup of 300 people that wanted to get dental help. So it was a big hit. And let's see what else there is. So there's some other stuff here. Travel, Beth will help you make the flight arrangements. That's if you're flying in from somewhere. We're working on, I have 5 drivers and a standby 6th driver. And so we'll get you in one of the vans somewhere. We'll put in about 7 people per van. And to make it a little more spaced out, and if you have a little extra room, you can even bring some stuff for the kids, or a beach chair or something like that. The meals, again, we take care of you on the way down. The first night, though, if you want to go get tacos, that's fine. We have really pretty good meals all the way through. We have a fish taco meal, not a shrimp taco, I'm sorry, meal by at least half the group or most of the group on Wednesday afternoon. The lodging we talked about, there's 2 great dorms and with plenty of room. Also, some of you I know are so busy at work that you kind of come on this because I sometimes pull you along. So we'll have internet at both locations in case you need to do a little bit of work or some email. I know you're trying to break away, but I also realize sometimes it's just busy. And a lot of times the people I get on these trips are people that are always busy. So, you know, I just try to help them out a little bit. And then this translator, what does that say again? It's Veronica. El Podor para el Gu se asama and ese viaje. I don't know, maybe she left. You still here?
She's here laughing at you.
I'm trying not to laugh. Yes, I'm here. I didn't realize you wanted me to translate too.
Well, you said you're a translator, so we're testing you.
Oh, you are too much, Daniel.
What does that say? Or maybe the other Veronica. What does that say? The other Veronica Munoz? I guess she fell asleep. Anyway, some cool saying. I just forgot what I put.
It's
And
okay.
there's a
You
map of Mexico.
want to translate? Do you have your translator over here?
So what does that say? There's other ones of you I know that know
It's-
Spanish.
It's pretty much just the strength of the GU.
Oh,
Is through this trip. Yeah.
Yeah.
the what?
The strength of GU is through this trip.
Oh, okay, super. Well, that's why I did it, because of the little, you know, this and stuff. Pretty cool, huh? That's what I. Okay, so I put something else here, but I can't remember what I put. And that concludes the little show. So one thing I want to do, do you have any questions so far?
I
And you
do.
can- Okay, go ahead.
Did Dave ask for anything specific for the kids? I know I already started soliciting socks and underwear, but was there anything specific he asked for them?
I haven't asked him that, but send me an email and
Okay.
I'll ask. He can
Okay.
almost do that stuff though. It's a good question. Meet my friend Dave, he's on the screen there, Dave Ingwelson. And Dave doesn't yell at me as much as he used to, but anyway, he's been there for a long time. He's a great guy. Any other questions so far? Okay, let's go around real quick and introduce yourselves, and maybe I ask you a question. So Veronica, you can keep on going and I'll shut up this time.
No, you take. I'm just here. You go, take it away.
All right, Kimberly, where are you from?
I'm from California, but I'm actually in Guatemala right now with my family. In
where?
Guatemala.
Mexico.
In
Oh,
Guatemala.
Mexico. Okay, you got
Not
another.
Mexico.
Oh, where is it at?
Guatemala is in South America.
Guatemala.
South
America.
El Salvador. All
He was
good.
on our GU trip and got lost. That doesn't happen very often, but. Well, Kimberly, nice to see you. When you're in the United States, where do you normally hang out at?
In California, specifically right now in Irvine.
Irvine, nice to have you.
Yeah, thank you.
Maya,
Thank you.
tell us about you yourself.
Hi guys, I'm Maya. Nice to meet you. I'm excited. This is my 5th Power Week, I think. And I'm just ready to go. I live in Long Beach, California. I work, I do ministry, inner city ministry, and yeah, I'm excited.
There you go. Sweet. Jeremy, tell us about you a little bit.
Hi, Jeremy. I work at Power Plus. I build switchboards and I pretty much am Dan's shadow.
Exactly. He follows me around because I lose stuff now. So it's like right here, Dan. It's here. It's not far. Alexis, tell us about you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Alexis. I think this is my third GU trip. Love Dan and Veronica, amazing people. Love Power Week. It's so awesome. I'm tired, but I graduate next month with my master's, so I'm excited about that, and I'll be ready for Power Week in May.
And where do you live?
I live in California, in San Bernardino.
And where? San Bernardino. Okay.
San Bernardino.
And you did a big GU
Sunny,
trip.
sunny San Bernardino.
It won't be sunny tomorrow. Where did you took a big GU trip to where?
The Philippines.
Philippines. There you go.
Yeah, that was awesome.
She was one of our admins. Lori, did we ask you your name and stuff? I can't hear you, but maybe she's having trouble with her microphone. She's having trouble with her microphone. When you get your microphone, I'll come back to you. Marianne, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Marianne. This is my second GU trip. I'm a missionary pastor, so I spend a lot of time in Africa and other continents. I'll be in India in October, but I'm really looking forward to my first Power Week. I see my buddy Jeremy there and my other buddy Josh. And then Christella, she's new. I recruited her to GU and it's her first trip, so hopefully she'll feel welcome.
Sweet. Hey, Juan, tell us your name and where you're from and the person you're with.
Here we go. Hey guys, this is Juan. This is my partner Mateo, and this is gonna be our first trip for GU. And I got a class in 2020, but I haven't got a chance, trying to figure it out. I'm currently working for Power Plus. I'm the builder for the NorCal areas, and I'm excited. Like, I heard so many stories. They say it's like not easy between all the emotions and activities. So I'm really excited. Hopefully, okay.
And I am Mateo, and I'm from Bakersfield, and I am a nurse.
Sweet. And
Oh, yeah.
you're getting through GU right now, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we are in the Central Valley area, Bakersfield, California.
Oh, that's right, Bakersfield.
Yes.
Sweet. It's a resort town. All right, Mr. iPhone. That's Edgar, that's you. You put iPhone. Like I have to remember everybody's name, including yours. And by the way, Juan will probably be a driver. Edgar will probably be a driver. Josh will probably be a driver. I'm in trouble for not. And Jeremy will be a driver. So these are the drivers are on the call. Edgar, where are you at?
Here on the street.
You're on the streets again, brother.
I'm in the airport. I gotta pick up like an uncle.
Oh, sweet.
I'm out and about. So I'm Edgar. I work in Power Plus, and I just recently transferred to the generator division in Corona. And I'm gonna be, like Dan said, I gotta be one of the drivers.
Exactly. Edgar's like our primo driver. He knows Spanish. He knows the border. He knows the jails. He knows it all. So he's got it covered. And Edgar, he went, where did you go on your big trip?
Big trip, I went to Ukraine, went to visit some orphanages and a church. And sadly, we went to one of the cities that has been taken by the Russians and the border of Ukraine and Russia. And luckily, and thank to God, all the kids were safe on time and they ran away from that city during the war.
Yeah, he was there about a year or two, 2 years before the war. Let's see here, Matthew J. I can't see you.
That's actually me.
He started joining
Oh, sweet.
separate, then
And
he
when I got
started.
home, we
Okay,
joined.
yeah, one of you will be assigned to do blue tags because I won't remember names anyway, so that'll work out. That'll be you, Matthew. That's Estila. Estila? Did I say that right? And
It's
then one-
Christella.
Christella? Hi, Christella.
Christella, unmute yourself.
Tell us about yourself. It looks like you're a queen or something. Are you a queen?
I sure am, daughter of the king. Sorry, I was struggling with the microphone.
Oh, there you go.
My name is
Oh, there you go.
Christella, and I live in Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm a massage therapist.
You're what?
And this is
You're
my
what?
first GU trip.
What was your job again? What was your job again?
I'm a massage therapist.
Oh, so we'll have massages. So we'll have massages.
We'll meet you in quad one. Quad one.
Bring the wine, bring the wine, bring the wine, bring the wine. All right, so you live in Phoenix. I think I have. I get a lot of feedback on yours. Okay, Josh, did you say what you do? Josh left. Oh, there you go.
Can't leave. I was stuck
Did
on my.
you- Yeah, you're always eating. What, did you introduce yourself?
No, I didn't. My name is Mary Ann. I'm Mary Ann. It's going. And this will be my third power with GU. I've been with GU for about 3 years. And for some reason, Dan and Veronica decided to keep me around. So I'm grateful for that. I'm from Southern California, from the Riverside area. My big trip was to Lebanon. And my sister Maya, actually on the call, is the one who brought me to Given University. She's been a part of it for several years now. And she got into the class, and I took the class and fell in love with it. And now I'm a part of it. So.
Sweet. And then Lori, did you introduce yourself?
No. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Oh, okay. Can you see me?
No, we can't. Well, we can. Are you really dark and it's dark in your room?
No.
Okay.
Anyway,
we
I had the when I got the microphone on, I think I turned the picture off somehow. But I'm Lori. I'm from San Clemente, and I went last year on my first GU trip and loved it, and I'm looking forward to coming back.
And where did you go?
This trip last year, the same trip.
Oh, okay. Have you been on a big trip?
I have not, no.
Okay. And then Veronica Munoz, I don't think you ever said what you did. You let Gerardo talk, and then, we just moved on.
Because everybody knows what I do. I support you, making sure you don't lose your stuff.
Whatever.
I'm Veronica Munoz. Actually, I work for Power Plus and been part of GU for quite some time now. My biggest trip was Serbia with Dan, actually. And we've done a few in Baja as well. This is probably my third week of Power Week in the past couple of years. And also done Yugo Ministries as well in Baja California, which is a home building, which if you guys ever have an opportunity to do, I would suggest to do that. And I'm here to tag team with my twin there on this trip.
Well, we got your wine is lined up, and we got somebody.
And that's you're
It's a different
you
call,
might-
Dan.
That's
Different
quad
call.
one.
Anyway, and I got somebody to give you a little therapy and stuff like that. All right, any questions?
How about Candace?
Did I miss Candace?
Yes, you did.
Well, that's why I
Hello.
trying to give you the job and then you took it away. So whatever, or you gave it back. That's the problem.
Tell us a little bit about you, Candace.
Hello, everyone. My name is Candice. I'm also on the call on behalf of Anna and Destiny Delgadillo too. They had to do Holy Warriors tonight. They had a coach for part Holy Warriors 3, so I told them I'd hop on. I never been on a GU trip ever, so it's my first one. So I'm like super excited. I see a lot of familiar faces, so I'm so happy to go with people I know, and I'm really excited. I live in San Bernardino, California, and I work as an instructional tutor at Chavez Middle School in San Bernardino. So,
Oh, sweet, sweet. So who do you know on this call?
I know Alexis, Maya, and Josh.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God. So, well, it's good to know they have friends. Alrighty. So make sure you get your paperwork in, Beth. There's classes coming up for people that you know that want to do GU. We have a service trip to Tennessee coming up, and we have 3 or 4 home builds. It depends on how many we got. The Tennessee's a home build, and then the Mexico one is a home build also. So we got 2 full weeks of home builds and other stuff. We're going to Taiwan this year, Cuba maybe, Cambodia, Kenya maybe, somewhere else, I can't remember. So we're going all over the place. So lots of good things going on. In a world that's pretty ugly these days, we try to stay above it all and do some generosity.